All right, number 23 is a TEI. It says directions. Click on the correct answers. So you're going to have to get all of the correct answers right. Read the following lines from the poem. We wanted to preserve the memory of how our wagons crossed that lonely trail. Here's our question. Which three words mean the same as preserve as it is used in the poem? So the first thing you need to do is ask yourself, what does preserve mean in this poem? We wanted to preserve the memory of how our wagons crossed the lonely trail. Sounds to me like they wanted to save the memory. And you could write that on scrap paper. I'm having a hard time writing with this, but whatever. All right, so let's take a look at our choices. Well, right there, another good strategy when you have context and when they're asking for synonyms, words that mean the same, is just to plug them into the sentence and see if it works. So let's look at save, see if it keeps the same meaning. Obviously, we already chose that one. So we wanted to save the memory of how our wagons crossed the lonely trail. That is obviously correct. Let's try continue. We wanted to continue the memory of how our wagons crossed the lonely trail. That sounds pretty good to me. I'm going to give it a dash. Maintain. We wanted to maintain the memory of how our wagons crossed the lonely trail. Well, if you maintain something, you're kind of saving it, you're continuing it. I'm thinking we have our three, but let's make sure. Forget. So we wanted to preserve the memory. This says we wanted to forget the memory. Those are complete opposites. They were asking for antonyms. I would choose that, but they're not asking for antonyms. Destroy. We wanted to destroy the memory. No, they do not want to destroy the memory. Lose. We wanted to lose the memory. Nope. So our answers are save the memory, continue the memory, maintain the memory. Strategy is to plug them in. So that was number 23. The stem is which three words mean the same as preserve as it is used in this sentence. You need to try to remember the three that you chose. Maybe tell me which one that you put was wrong. The correct answers are save, continue, maintain, because they all mean to preserve something. And our strategy is first, ask yourself what it means, and then plug choices into the sentence, into the context. All right, that is it for number 23.